Hello, Z, you filthy animals. It's me, Pig Dog Face, and we've got some Steel Division, SDL League, Division 5 stuff going on. And we're back with Mr. WitchDoctor, possibly Mrs. WitchDoctor, who knows. And 78 Sturm, and we're playing, I believe, let me check again, is it oh no, it's not Illumancy, it is yeah, you'll see. The one with the big dip in the middle of the map. It looks like it says ice, but it doesn't say ice. Sidlis, or whatever it's called. I should really Google that. Give me a minute. Google pronunciation. No, I don't want to say Google. Sidlis. Can I hear this? It's Yiddish. Oh, it's Polish. Ah. Oh. Can I actually hear the word being said somewhere? Here we go. Educational.
Siedlce.
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 Shadilza. Oh, there we go. Now we know. But do we care? Debatable. Anyway, so we've got all this nonsense. No recon. But, yeah. Actually, these things are pretty tasty. I always think it's a good thing to take these. I always like to take some Alclara or transports here. Not too flashy. We got Stug. We got Nazon. And we got Marder 2s going funny. I usually put these at one vet, just for a bit more boom. We've just got Pack 40 in A and Pack 43 in B. So, is he going to be up against some big old tanky armour, or not? I imagine so if he's bringing out this many Nazons and packs. But, on the name of that map that I forgot already, Sedlice, yeah, the 2k range stuff does do work, even though we get stuck on the incline on the hill all the time. But it's only like the main central area where you can use them. Anyway, so we've got a Backlight Pioneers in half-track. I guess you get a 2-star half-track, so that's something. But I'd rather get these in somewhere fast, to be honest. And we've got the amazing infantry going on. No flamers in here. We've just got some flamer people, but no Sturm Pioneer. That's it. This is what it looks like. Let's go and have a look at the other peoples. And here we are with Hickco and 8th Cav Maverick. So, pretty tasty stuff. 2k range. Zrini has got a 2k range. Not on the heat though, but certainly on the HE. Tarantus coming in to do some work. We've got your Yak Panzers, not with 2k range, but we've got the Rezita guns. Takams in B. Nice little setup here. I do really think this division is strong, especially on sort of the Maverick or the Vanguard. It does some serious damage. A lot of cluster planes coming in to do with AT. Got a good amount of mortars going on. Some artillery, doing some artillery stuff to pick off the AA as and when. And of course, super duper strong infantry tab here. Really going to be brutal on this map if they get into decent positions. And snipers forever and a day. We have a sniper. None of the little R1 rinky-dink tanks, which are fun, and these can be really frustrating to deal with, especially running to an Axis division. But I believe they have AT rifles, or do they have AT rifles? No, I'm thinking of no, they won't have AT rifles on 78 Sturm. So yeah, these could have been worth taking in just to give it that bit of pop power. But some really fine infantry on display in this game. Let's see how they fare. Let's see if they burn some hedgehogs in the forest or not. See you in a second. And here we are on Sedlice. This is the map I meant. The big hole in the middle here. And it's going to be an interesting one. First of all, let's just go over some points about this map as we are Division 5. So some pointers for newer players, some little tips and bits and bobs to know. Although I think these players are fairly experienced by now. Hickco's a long-time player, and he's bringing in the people who catch, was it Biobacter? I always think it's Biocatcher, catching like some bad aroma from people's armpits. What is going on? Hickco over here. Aye. So he's going to be looking to get deep into this area and completely control this part of the map, possibly pushing up onto this flag as well, staying out of the 2k range in here as well, so should be looking to have a real stronghold there. Out in the open, the opposite effect. This is where we want to see WitchDoctor wants to be laying down the pain, putting his presence around in these areas with his 2k weapons, possibly out on edge here as well, covering this area. But he already has the majority of the flags on this side, so I imagine he would have been hoping for the red side of the map, because then you can push across the open air and really put pressure onto these flags and onto this hill. Where he is now, we can come out here and kind of do the same thing, pressure onto this flag and this flag. We're going to be wanting to see a Rosita come up onto this hill fairly early on. Some AA weapons back here as well to help out. I imagine this boy is going to come in right out onto here. Possibly he might bring it down into this region as well to help deal with the open area. Elsewhere, looking at the 8th Cav, certain places go, yeah, rushing into this building. There's usually a bit of a chase to get into here quite quickly. When I'm on the blue side, I just tend to not bother too much and just give up and drop it here. Drop some stuff into here and like maybe support weapons, AT guns around here, get some infantry into this forest and pop my nose out here and there, an AT gun, etc, etc. This side, kind of the same. You can generally get something into this building fairly quick. Machine guns can do the trick. Drop some flamers behind it here to keep them, just to hold the flag, keep the cover going. Then get the support weapons to come in back here. Can be very good for 2k HE weapons back here, firing down onto this road and destroying any of the machine guns in here. Then you can pop your machine gun out and start to do a bit more work onto these buildings. AT guns around here, again, quite a common sight to see. And AA pieces often like back around this area, some back all the way back here, or maybe a bit further up into here. So I am expecting, yeah, Hickco, like I say, to really focus on this area quite heavily. Maybe to start a slow sneak into this position. Possibly wants to be getting some AT guns into here as well. And that's what I'll be expecting. He might even go for an early rush. Excuse me. I always like to go for an early rush of flamers onto here, because sometimes you can snag this flag and keep it for a decent amount of time. But the long range weapons will come in and cut off any reinforcements you can bring into here eventually. So might not be an ideal thing to do for 8th Cav here. So I'm going to be expecting to see that. This 2k range, expect to see some 2k weaponry coming out in this area. Nazon later on. Can really just dominate this road. Same thing over here. Can dominate this area. So defensive, I would say, yeah, particularly defensive in the centre here for Hickco. Can probably try and push around up into this area, take up nice positions in these forests, get AT guns in amongst here as well if he really can, and push up onto these building complex as well. Possibly sneak this flag, but it's going to be a bit more difficult for him to deal with this area. So WitchDoctor, I imagine he might be trying to rush into this area very, very quickly, get into the forest, just cause a little bit of panic for Hickco if he possibly can. Get some AT weapons or maybe some machine guns into this area here, help cover this little light forest area. Getting some AT guns out around here will be very nice too. Doesn't look like he's got any coming in, just got a Marder at the moment. Yeah, and the infantry though, on this line of the forest, the edge of the forest, they should be able to do a decent amount of work. But against armour, they're going to struggle a bit. So a little Shrek in here would be nice. And some infantry. Mortar plate, I imagine, is going to be coming in from this side as well. Can't see any at the moment, but mortars will be ideal for Hickco back here, and just to really hammer down and take this flag. And we are off. He is on the Maverick, remember, so he's going to really be able to brute force his way later in the game. I can see him even pushing up to this flag at some point. And up around here possibly. Yeah, rushing onto the hill. If you can deal with the heavy equipment, the 2K range stuff out here effectively, and get some rushes into here on this hill, could be really good. Possibly a way around the long range weaponry is to duck in and out of cover through the buildings here, stick to this side of the town, try to dominate this sort of area as much as they can. But it's going to be tough. The incentive is on Hickco to push and push and push and take the positions. Infantry unloading into the forest here. Rosita is out and he is firing already. Oh, no. What's he doing? Why is he not firing? Alright, he's got it firing now. Looks like he's going to black one of these. These need to unload right now, these Schützen, or they're both going to go down. Neither of them go down yet. One of them's surely going to go down yet. There's one. And the second one's going to go down. Oh! Unfortunately, the Pioneer actually unloaded them. It's not ideal. The Resist is now getting shot at, I think, by the MG42, I believe. Or maybe not. It's not quite in range. In the south, position held. WitchDoctor's really pushed hard into this town here. Nice move. And he's got the tick going. Just a breader up onto the hill, and it's been completely wiped out by the IG-33 there. I imagine this has been put in position to deal with any AT guns up here. Now it goes in a spot of bother. This horse is going to get absolutely popped by the Marder. The Rosita, is this a Rosita? There's a Pack 38. Just getting eyes on the Marder now. The horse is going to go down though. If it doesn't retreat it, get the horse out the way. Oh, and the Pack is actually firing at the MG. There goes the horse. 12-12 is on, but looks like WitchDoctor is going to push through here and gain a lot of flags quite early on. Rosita on the main road here, being pinned, not looking good. BF-109 coming out to take out the biplane recon. Flag 41 out early, nice spot. This is what I was saying. Again, you can, the thing with putting it up here, you can just pop it out over the ridge if you need to deal with any AT. Well, to use its AT, sorry. Because it's certainly good at killing tanks, Pack 41. Flak 41. 12-12. WitchDoctor's probably feeling quite happy with what he's got. Likely going to want to reinforce some units into here as he lost his Schützen, and there's two more coming in, but they're going down into the town. He's really playing on the open field here. Zrini coming into play now. Doesn't have any kind of vision though. Needs to recon into here. Some snipers dropped around here would be really nice. Needs a Rosita up on this hill, I feel. You can't be doing without a Rosita. And you can kind of pop it in and out of cover, get it to cover just what you need it to, so it stays out of sight of the IG-33. You don't want direct fire from the IG-33 onto your Rosita or it gets wiped. Very weak spot here for Hickco. The whole central region here not looking good for him. He has gained a flag in the north as expected. He's going to clear out his forest too fairly soon. He's got a single tick going now, that's what he needed. The Marder did get taken out eventually by the Packs or the Breda. Kalisari, nice spot, can spot everything out. And we've got the mortars coming in to deal with any problem in this forest. They're not really going to be needed, but they can probably lay down some supporting fire into the town. Desperately needs it. Breda is now going to start firing at the Stug, I believe. Oh no, it doesn't have eyes on it. It's at the MG40, 42. BF-109 is picking off more of the recon biplanes here. Easy peasy. No Rosita out as yet into this area. Really needs one, I feel. But IG-33 is going to blap the Breda. Still firing the MG-42, but yeah, the IG is going to smash it. Yeah, one more shot on that. Yeah, it's already gone. It's gone. So yeah, problem problem space. He's managed to sneak a flag here on the ridge too. The flame has been wiped out by the Pioneer de Calari. Very nice. So a little bit of AI out in the southern position. And this, just a matter of time before these flames go down, I think they're going to get wiped pretty soon. Yeah, the loadout on these guys is pretty tasty indeed. 2 Berettas and a Carabina. Carabina? Carabina? Strange name. Caribbean, and there they go. So flag secured, single tick secured. Oh, Rosita getting strafed down by the BF-109. And it's the good BF-109, it gets smacked to pieces there. Hotchkiss laying down some pain. BF-109 G2 coming in to finish him off. Nice strong position here from Hickco. You might be tempted to run across into these forests, which won't be a terrible idea at the moment. But doesn't. Oh, here we go. Got some reinforcements coming onto the hill here too. Does need something, some kind of presence into here. Could then sneak across infantry into this forest. Even some AT guns around here too to cover both this road and any threat that might come storming down the road here. Then there's also the possibility of sneaking up the AT weapons and getting a nice AT gun into here, getting some vision on the reinforcement road. Oh, you can't really get much vision from there, can you actually? So it's just in here is where you want your AT gun. Rosita could move back up onto the hill soon and take out this Stug. Hickco still with the single ticks. Reinforced into the town here now. The IG-33 is laying down a hell a lot of pain over there. The 12-12 might be coming on soon. Does need to get this flag back in the central position, but the IG is covering it. The Stug is covering this area too. Maybe it's a time for the Jagdpanther to come in. Not Jagdpanther, Jagdpanzer. Pick off this IG. Take out the Stug too. Horsch is just coming to his death there. Single tick is on though, looking nice. Where are these mortars firing? Oh yeah, mortar sport into the town. Very good choice there by Hickco. I'm sure he brought them in to deal with the forest over here, but then realised he does need some serious help down here. Stug is just brutalising these, and here comes a Ju-87. He's probably going to get repulsed by the Flag 41, or is he just, he might get, I think he's going to get clusters off, maybe, just, but the spread's going to be pretty bad. At least got to fall back onto it, so that's something. The Tran 2 can get in range as well, he could pick this off, get a side shot on. Doesn't look like he can quite manage it from here though. As soon as his Stug recovers, he will deal with the Tran 2 fairly effectively. He's trying to fire, but could either Rosita up on the hill now. Could do with the mortars firing onto this IG-33 as soon as possible. But the town is more important at the moment. Tran 2 is going to be facing up, oh, against the flag. The flag's going to take him out here. Would be a good idea to bring his Rosiori, just nip him over the edge here. Try and get some fire down onto the Flag 41. Won't be a bad idea, but the IG-33 would probably brutalise him, to be honest. Down in the southern position, Stug move up pretty darn far, taking out the Horsch there. The Rosita's trying to reposition to get eyes onto him and get rid of that Stug. 12-12 is on. We're just about to come into B phase. Hickco's looking alright. He's got a bit of a tick going, but it's in B phase where he wants to start getting a double tick on. Rosita, he is going to try and get him onto the hill. He's just going to get sniped in a transport. That's terrible to watch. Oh, painful. And WitchDoctor looks like he's going to get the tick going now himself. Jagdi Panzer coming in. Surprised we didn't see this a bit earlier, to be honest. Can deal with his Stug and then start picking off the IG-33. Problem now is the Flak 41 is in a decent position to deal with it. Kalasari. Oh, Kalasari most is going to take out his Stug. I don't know what his Stug is thinking about here. Yeah, gets wiped. Oh, they have a Faust as well. Really poor play there by WitchDoctor. I don't know why he just drove his tank into its own death. Ersatz being used just to hold the flag. Nice choice. And infantry are moving across into this forest now. They're probably going to get eyes onto the Ersatz at some point. But the MG42 will likely take them down. Rosita has eyes on a Stug. And that's going to go down. Oh, it looks like he's stuck on the incline though. Yeah, he's just firing at the ground, unfortunately. Rosita eye view. He can see, but he can't kill. Where is that tank? You can barely see over there. Oh, there he is. MG42 doing some nasty work, taking out an infantry unit there. 1212 is still on. This area completely dominated by Hickco, as expected. Pioneer, big like Pioneer in the forest here. WitchDoctor should really just give up on this area, in my opinion. Yeah, IG-33 back there will be enough. Maybe pop an MG in here if you need it. An AA piece. If that. Or just a Stug back here will do enough. Just to stop anything coming through. It's too far. Artillery firing down. Oh, nice rocket. Nice rocket. Beg lights do get surrendered. Really unfortunate. Ersatz are gonna just about jump out of their vehicle in time to die. Get ripped to pieces by bullets. JU, where has he dropped his bombs? I guess he took out. Oh, no, there we go. Where that unit was is where he dropped the bombs. Where that crater is and dead bodies. Pretty brutal load out there. 2 big booms. The Ju-88 from Hickco though not dropping off its bombs anywhere. Just gets repulsed quite quickly. It's 2 Flak 41s out now. I imagine this is another, yeah, this has got to be another IG-33 over here. The first one must have got eventually picked off by something. I guess the Jagd Panzer. Jagd Panzer not in a good spot now. The Flak 41 can do away with him. Looks like he's just desperate to hold on to this flag, keep the single tick going. We are into B phase now. Jagd Panzer is going to start taking some pot shots at the Flak 41, but I think the Flak 41 is going to just mop him up. Side shot. Oh, showing loads of side armor there. Even with frontal armor, he's going to struggle. He's going down for sure. Really unfortunate. His answer is artillery. I guess you're gonna need to deal with these Flak 41s. So covering any bombing runs. The line of sight here is not too terrible. You have to fly them right up in the far northern position to get bombs off. But he needs that double tick. At the moment, I would go for the southern position here. Once you can get some units into here, some infantry, you can really hold this. If you can get into this area, then you can dominate into these areas too with your infantry. Take this road, take this flag. That would give him 2 flags fairly comfortably. Then just needs to get a third over here or over here. Pack 38 coming in now. They're going to get picked off by the Marder. It's too far out in the open. The Marder should have vision on this. Hickco's barely holding onto this flag. As I say that, I think he's going to lose it. He's been lucky to hold it for that long, to be honest. Ju-87 coming in again, but it's going to get repulsed really quickly. Yeah, it's done. The artillery's starting to fire down now onto the Pack 41s. And the Ju-87 goes down basically for nothing there. He's just flown them into 2 AA pieces, which he knew were there. This pack, why unload it there, man? Unload it. Unload it. It's going to get taken out by the Marder. I really do feel that. Yeah, it's gone. The other one could have moved up here by now and taken it out. Rosita and Pack 38 in the southern position here. Looks like he's focusing on getting rid of this Stug. Jagd Panzer coming more into the central position. This will be able to deal with the Marder. Flag 41 barely alive. 2 hit points, falling back with the IG-33. Keeps these firing into this position, could wipe these things out. But WitchDoctor has the tick on now. We're halfway through B phase. Still time for Hickco to push harder and get the tick going. Nebelwerfer laying down some paint. It's 150mm one. Pinning a lot of units here. It wouldn't be a bad idea for Hickco to think about dropping off an AT gun in here, or just moving this one round and dropping a fresh one off over here. Just moving it up through the light forest and get it to pop out here and deal with anything coming through. Alright, Rosita up onto the hill. It's going to take a while to get into a decent position though. Marder goes down. Hickco's got the single tick back on again. Rosita's in position. He's going to take out the Stug in a second. There he goes. Pioneer Calari and Rosiori coming through. Sturm shoots him, trying to make his way across. Looks like he's got that Rosita in mind. Produce some armour up onto here. There's no AT weapons in the back line. Looks like he is focusing more on the southern position now, but he needs to start pushing here soon, I'd say, if he wants to get that double tick going. The centre's just no go at the moment. Even once these get wiped out, you can always bring in replacements fairly quickly, and we have a Nashorn coming into the centre now as well. Yeah, we'll be able to pick off the Jagd Panzer from distance quite effectively if the Flak 1 doesn't do that itself. Flak 1 could just step up a little bit here and take out the Jagd Panzer. Counter battery from artillery now. These things, I think these are stupidly slow. Yeah, 4 rounds per minute. Whereas these boys should do a bit more. Yeah, 8 rounds per minute. These guys should take them out if they are firing at them. Only one of them is firing at the moment, no. Third 105 coming in from WitchDoctor. And let's see what these Pioneer assaults he can do in the forests. I'm really surprised he's not moved these out into the open just to see what's there, and he can start firing down into this building. Just 2 units holding here. If he takes them out, then this entire front is going to collapse. Jagd Panzer is going to go down for nothing again. Oh no, back him off. Oh, he has spotted it just in time. Should be fairly safe. Might get Flak 41 might get another shot off there. Ooh, it's funny to see. He's like in the incline there, in the little ditch. He was hidden on the edge of the water, and it does go down. So unfortunate. Nebelwerfer now coming round. I wonder what he's going to be aiming for. Possibly this clump of units. Rosita's going to get picked off by the artillery. Hickco's bringing in counter battery, but he's not putting it on counter battery. Well, one of them did manage to take out an artillery piece and almost murdered a second one. This Stug being super sneaky, just going around the back. Looks like he's going to snipe this flag. 12-12 is on. Nice. It's completely blind over there. Is he going to get into line of sight one of these pack guns, the Breda or something? Pack 38 is being moved up by Hickco though, so this Stug surely can't last very long over there. Only a matter of time before he goes down. Brave leader. sacrificing himself. He's going to get shot in the butt as well. He's going to back right into it. There he is. Ooh, that's got to hurt. And there he goes. Sturm, nice idea here. I really like this by WitchDoctor. Might get them both picked off, unfortunately. Unload them. Oh, they just managed to get up under the ridge here. One season into this forest. It's going to be really nice for him. The Flammenwerfer can help out as well. Could take out these Pioneer Calamari, as I like to call them. Get in there. Get flames into the forest. Oh, they're going to die. If the flames are done, then that's it. Sturm shoots and no. They're going to be decent at CQC, but... Oh, we've got some flames off onto them. They could do it. Because they're a bit pinned. They're reloading the HE grenade as well. I think they're going to go down. They're going to go down. Yeah. Very nice. Gains the flag there. 14-10 now to WitchDoctor. 28 minutes remaining. He is behind. And we're just entering into phase C now. Rosiori, Assault. They should be able to deal with the Sturm shoots and fairly effectively. There's a Molotov. And have some Beretta in the face. And you're done. But there's not a flag gained here, and that is what Hickco really kind of needs. He needs to get back to a 12-12 as soon as possible. Oh yeah, I was about to say, we need some assault squads in here, will be nice. And they're coming in, they will be able to clean out the Sturm shoots and pretty quickly. So we can get this flag back, then he just needs to get another. And I'm not quite sure where he can do that at the moment. Yeah, it looks more like he's going to lose on here. Nazon is covering this entire area. I feel like Hickco needs to get some tanks up around into here, into the light forested areas, moving in and out of cover, causing some annoyance. He's not far from getting this flag. There's a lot of artillery play in this game. Aiming for the Nebelwerfer, which is not moving. Likely to go down. It's like 100 points, I believe. Yeah, 100 points with the munitions. JU-88 coming in, getting off his bombs. I think he's going to take out the Sturm Schützen or Becklights. Becklights will be the best bet, but nope. Gone for the Sturm Schützen. And the BF-109 picks him off for killing like 2 men. Not the best trade in the world there from Hickco. He has got the flag in the centre. Back again, though. Nazon should be coming in to take it back soon enough. If the Rosita moves out, though, it will be able to deal with the Nazon. Rosiori Assault will be able to get onto this flag pretty quickly. And we'll be back to a 12-12 then. Half tracks in here could cause some serious problems. Yeah, because they've got the grenades. They're going to have to run at the half tracks to get the shots off at them. These Rosiori could do with moving down round here to cover this kind of threat. Zarina's sitting in the back. I guess they were brought in to deal with that Stug. But now he needs to reposition them for sure. 14-10 is on again. Nazon is holding his flag. Rosita's not moved out to face off against it just yet. It's crawling through the light cover here. Could pick him off. Nazon right in the centre here as well. Sat pretty, not doing anything. It's Pack 38. I don't know why he's brought him in here. He just seems to be sitting in some strange positions. Could move him up onto the hill here. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Or I would go for the light forest here. Just pop him out, deal with the Nazon, and then move him out again. Now, Sturm Schützen dealt with. Rosiori Assault need to move back deep into the forest, or they're just going to die there. Zarini are moving with the Horsch. And he is redirecting them into this area. At this range, yeah, they should be able to deal with the Nazon if they both engage at the same time. Then if you can get fire down into the open here, could do some nice work. But the Flak 41 is a threat with its AT capabilities. Pack 38 is moving round. I think WitchDoctor's been a bit too greedy here. He doesn't need to push up this far when he's on balance against Maverick. Looks like he's trying to sneak this flag. It's not going to happen. All that's going to happen is he's putting himself into a position where the pack's going to be able to get at him quite nicely, quite easily, and pop him. But Hickco's still in the lead, but barely in the lead. A little slither. He needs to get the 12-12 back soon, and then he's got to hold it for another 20 plus minutes. And here we go. Nazon, you going to go down? Or is he firing at the MG? No, he's got the Nazon. Or he might go down here. One more shot. Nazon is dead. Calarissimoto probably going to take out the MG here. Get this flag back, get a 12-12 on. He's still barely in the lead if he gets that flag, but is he going to manage it? It's almost dead even now. Nazon picking off the Kalisari. Rosita's still not moved out to take this guy out. Now we see the Takam. Nice, nice, nice. And Takam's on the hill, so manages to get a half track there. Needs to sneak this flag somehow. This MG, they're going to go down soon. Surely it's going to go down soon. Rosita, come on, don't fire at infantry, you want to take the Nazon. Oi, oi, oi. More artillery by Hickco. Really investing a lot of points into the artillery here. He's managed to take out a lot of the AA. Is he just hoping to build up his clusters? He does have another car, doesn't he? But they're going to be expensive to bring in. So I believe it's the duck planes. In the north, again, this is going to remain fairly secure throughout the game. As expected. And we've got a Rosita up in the open now. Picking away at the half tracks. The Takam. This Flak is getting some really nice kills. The other Takam's trying to move around now. Where's he going? He's going to try and pick off the Flak 41. I've got a horrible feeling he's just going to die to it though. The AT guns could do the trick. Yeah, the HE's not fantastic. He might get a lucky kill in here. He does get the kill in. Nice. It's highly damaged though. 12-12 is back on, but he is behind now. And he's on Maverick, so how he's going to get a tick is... It's going to be difficult. And he gets the tick going here. The Breeder, where's he going? You could just drop him here. Rosita blown to pieces there by JU-188. He had the single tick on very briefly. The Breeder gets taken out by the IG-33 as well. So Hickco has a chance here still. I think he's certainly the more experienced player. And looks like WitchDoctor's just going to drive his armour into a horrible position here. The Breeder and the pack taking out the Nazon, and now they're going to redirect into the Stug, I believe. Not quite in range of the Stug. The Stug could just sit here and fire at them. Nazon and Stug moving down the centre as well. Rosita has got eyes onto one of them now. I believe it's a Nazon, you can see. And it's going to go down. Oh no, no, no. Oh, just one hit point left on it, so it went down far too quickly. Pack 38. Now having to go to Stug, but probably not going to be able to do it. Stug is fairly blind. Could do with moving the Schützen up. Now the Stug can see him. Start having a go. Pack 45 is reasonable pen, I believe. Yeah, 100. 150 of APCR, but it's not in APCR range, and now he's dead anyway. Yeah, 100 against the 90 frontal armour is, yeah, decent enough chance. In the south now, WitchDoctor pushing and pushing, and he's going to gain another flag here. Here we go. Here's a 129 Mr. Duck plane. Quack, 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 with his little beak, his little bill. He's going to take out the Stugs. WitchDoctor is manoeuvring it out of the way as best he can. I think he's going to get him. Oh no, 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 no. He's fired a position. He just caught the edge of the Stug though. Certainly needs another AT gun up onto this ridge somewhere. WitchDoctor at 1410 now. And I don't think... Well, it's basically at this point, it's WitchDoctor's game to lose. Tran 2 coming out in the centre, that's going to be very, very nice. Once he gets into range of this IG-33, we'll pick it off. Then the flak 43. Then the centre's fairly open then. Kawasari Moto coming in. Oh, picked off by the Nazon. I don't know how Hickco's going to pull this one back. I'm not going to say it's impossible. I think there is a, like I say, a serious amount of experience difference between these two players. But Hickco's definitely dropped the ball in terms of using his Maverick income effectively. Tran 2's going to die to the Stug now. Did manage to take out a Nazon though, which is alright. Another Rosita coming in. Oh, he's just not watching the pathfinding from these things because it's just driving into his death. It's really unfortunate. Well, at least he's got unloaded here, so it will be able to survive. Kill the half track, possibly murder some infantry as well. Zarini. You could do with moving him out now. The TACAM's now picking away at the flag 43. What happened to that Tran 2? Did he go down? Where did he go? Did that Tran 2 die, or did he move into here? Unusual. The sneaky flag in the south from WitchDoctor could win in the game from this point. Zarini, if he can get eyes onto this ersatz and take it out, has a reasonable chance of sneaking the flag back. But if that Nazon gets eyes on the Zarini's done for. Oh, he can see the ersatz. Yeah, the Venatori de Garda have eyes on it. Zarini will polish him off. But he's got an attack move, so it's going to get killed by the Nazon eventually, I believe. If he manages to get into 80, into like heat shell range on a Nazon, but the Nazon has eyes on him now, he's going to pop him. Oh no, not quite. Really peculiar lines of sight down here. Zarini might be able to take him out. Just a question of who fires first, really. Cluster coming again, but this time WitchDoctor's ready with the SDKFZ. And the battered Stug manages to live another day. Not too badly battered actually, just got clipped with a few of those cluster shells. Now so I'm backing off. Doesn't fancy taking on the Zarini, and the 12-12 is on. I guess he doesn't really need to push at the moment. And now he's going to take him out. Alright, bye-bye Zarini. Rosita in an odd spot I'm sure it's on an incline here, so it's not going to be able to fire from this position. Possibly it can actually. Possibly. More Nazons coming out. He's going to have the open completely covered. Hickco needs to be looking for flags he can take. And at this moment in time, it's probably in the centre here. His best bet is around this area. Or in the south position. If you can deal with this Nazon in some manner, some form. Get an AT weapon into here, take it out. Then he can start moving his infantry up like this. And into here. But again, the points, I don't see him doing this. 14 minutes remaining. Artillery firing at something. I'm not sure what it was. Maybe they took out an AA piece. Possibly the SDKFZ was here and now he's moved it back. Zerini against Stug. If Zerini gets a hit, he will take the Stug out, but Stug manages to do the work. It's Pack 38 in the area too. And Hickco gets a single tick on. Wasn't expecting that, to be honest. He's managed to get back into this town almost for free. WitchDoctor just taking his eye off the ball. Oh, and a whiff with the Nebelwerfer as well there. The Rosita's just moved from that position. And he's been aggressive with them. There's no need to be aggressive. You can just sit back in the building here, hold the flag. The Rosita can now fire down into the town. Nice juicy target there. The Sturm shoots in the bulky squads. Very nice. In the south, Stug is moving up. He's got the Vanatory Guard in a perfect position, hidden behind the building, holding the flag. The Stug looks like it's going to try and sneak the flag away from him, but he doesn't know what's behind this building, I think, unless he was paying close attention. And he does have an AT grenade, so he can't get too close. Probably going to see a rush of infantry coming into here fairly soon. We've got a whole cluster of Schützen waiting on the road. I think he's just going to pile these into the back line and hope he does enough to get the tick going. On this single tick from here, I think Hickco can get the win. Going to be pretty tight. Can he hold it out for that long? Already reinforced into the town here. Looks like he's going to take it over. Big Light Pioneer pinned. Artillery doing the work. Looks like he might be shelling his own men soon. Yep. Going to start killing his own guys. Backlights are going to be surrendered. His own guys got pinned by friendly fire. 12-12, he's back on again. Yet the Stug has managed to sneak around. Bad news for Hickco there. Very bad news indeed. Has he got anything coming into the south? No. And the Tram 2 could sneak this flag out here though, but the Nashorn would be able to get eyes on it fairly quickly. Could sneak the Tram 2 around here and pick off this Nashorn, that would be something. But he wants flags, not trades at the moment. Nebelwerfer firing down into the town. But I think he might be safe enough here, Hickco. Yet a spread on those shells was not very good. Kalatari Moto almost murdering themselves out there. In a decent spot now. But Hickco still needs another flag. Oh, what was that? Oh, there's the cluster. Of course, I'm forgetting about the clusters. Flag 43 too far back to stave that fighter off. The bomber, sorry. And Hickco's back on a single tick. Just over 10 minutes. Another cluster plane coming in. If he gets one off for free, why not another? SDKFZ is in a not the best of spots, but oh, now we can see. Now we can see. It's not going to get it off, I think. No. Very close, though, and that's going to go down, I believe. Yeah. Venatori di Garda. Oof. Barely holding on. An AT weapon here is really badly needed, I feel. Oh, the Jagdpanzer? Oh, he's bringing him up around here? What's he going to do then? Bring it all the way around? Oh! Transu has made a breakthrough. 14-10 now. But Rosiori Assault are stuck in the open, and the Schutzen are going to polish them off. The Calisari coming up with their sniper rifles trying to support, but they've exposed themselves. The Nazon's firing onto them. Oh, he could lose the flag in a sense here if he's not careful. Jagdi Panzer, I would be bringing it up onto here if I was him and just nipping it out back and forth here to deal with any threat coming into this area. And the assault go down. Transu's making a beeline for this flag. 14-10 is still on. Hickco has really turned it around, but in the south the ersatz come flooding in. 13-11, more ersatz. Oh, the Schutzen. A ton of Schutzen coming into here. He's going to gain this flag. The Jagdi Panzer not quite going to arrive in time here. He needs him on fast attack. Not quite doing it. Venatori di Garda. They are only ersatz here though, so they're likely to get pushed back, and they are being pushed back. Still not quite got the flag, but might have it in a second or two. The Schutzen's probably going to clear up these forests though. Single tick is still on, and he's managing it. He's going to pull it back, but how long can he hold on for is a question. Starting to buckle all over the map now. Oh, in the north he's really lost out there. We do see some Calarasi coming in just to help stabilise and keep this flag at least. He shouldn't really be pushing up too much further for this though. Barely holding on to these flags. And the Schutzen takes out the Jagdi Panzer. Oh, that's surely got to be it now for Hickco. Surely he can't keep going. Yeah, all the infantry picked off. Nazons are moving up. The Stug 3's moving up. Schutzen beg like Grenadiers, half tracks, more Nazon. It's just a matter of time, I feel. Cluster's coming in, and he's going to cluster nothing. Completely blind. Does get the clusters off, but he's just going to kill some ants. Oh no, he does get the Stug. He did have eyes on it. But the plane goes down, and the BF-109 is going to go down as well. I think this BF-109 might have been a sacrificial thing. He's just hoping that the AA would redirect its fire, and it might just have done that with the Flag 43, so the JU could get its clusters off. But regardless of that, it was too late. 12-12 is on now, and I think Hickco is barely ahead. 7 minutes though. So WitchDoctor just needs to get another flag, which he's going to have any second now, I believe. This Tarantu's barely got a hold on. Just one of a spot, and he is just marching forward with his infantry. He needs to do this at this point in time, really. Probably just put them to here just to hold the flag. That's all he needs. Doesn't need to kill his units. Got mortar support. Where are you firing? I guess all the way down into these guys. It's managing to hit the Schutzen as well. A little bit. Blind shelling. And Hickco's got a single tick on again. These Venatori di Garda here doing the work. They've done some serious work. I don't think they're going to survive much longer though. Attack cam coming through now. You can take out this Nason, would be nice, but there's another one sitting and waiting. But it would relieve a little bit of pressure in this area. The Turan is going to go down now, surely. Yeah, the Shrek gets him. Going to lose 2 flags for that. And that is... I keep saying that's going to be game. Surely that's going to be game. Oh, there is in the north there. He could get this flag back. The horse has moved up to support as well. He is going to get this flag. WitchDoctor does get the 13-11 on now. Cluster's going to kill the Stug leader. Nice. He's gained a flag up here as well. but he's lost one in the centre just about. Takam's pushed back, and now he's got next to no hope of getting back into either of these two flags, I would say. But he's going at it. He's already thought this through. Bring his infantry into this forest and then move them up. But against the Schützen in the open, that's going to be tough. He is managing to push all the way through over here, but ooh! JU getting off a huge bomb there. Still holds a flag though, but he's still one flag down, and it's a matter of seconds before WitchDoctor gets the tick above him. Extremely tight. Takam coming round. If he can pick off this Nazon, get his infantry. Oh, here come the infantry. He needs to get to this flag. He really needs this flag. Or this flag. If you move these guys up around here, they could probably sneak that flag actually. In the north's looking good. Does he have enough? WitchDoctor is ahead now though, so Hickco does need to get the tick on again, and I'm not going to say he can't do it because he's already proved me wrong a couple of times. It's going to be bloody hard though. The infantry not quite having the effect they wanted here. They've been pinned, they're stuck in the open. The Schützen are just laying down a lot of pain onto them. The artillery have not spotted this out yet. But the other infantry squad, where are they going? Really needs to move them down the road and gain this flag. Takam looks like he's going to go up close and brutal against the Nazon, but the Schützen really a bit of danger there. 3 minutes remaining. WitchDoctor 14-10 now, and that is going to be it. That is definitely going to be it. Really like the persistence from Hickco. He did nearly claw it back there. But it looks to me like he had the plan to come into this forest and take that, and then he didn't really know what to do after that. And he let this flag be ticked down far too long as well. Other than that, I reckon he could have taken the game here. Duck plane coming in again, but there's too much A in the area now. SDK have said it's going to rip him out the sky. Or not. Push him out the sky at least. Takam managed to get the Nazon up here, but the Schützen's probably going to redirect. Take out the Takam, or not? Has he spotted this yet? Just under 2 minutes left. Just needs to drive this Takam forward and hope we can get this flag, but even then it doesn't really matter. Brutal game. WitchDoctor showing good patience. I really like the way he's just built up. He's like, I'm on balance. I'm battering my head against the wall here. He just built up some units over here, built up some units over here and down here, then just rush them all through to overwhelm Hickco. Because I think what really caught Hickco out in the end then was he couldn't focus his attention in 3 places at once, and WitchDoctor was in a position where he can just throw away units here and there just to gain some flags and get the win in. And that's exactly what has happened. Nice play. I feel like both players deserve something out of this game. A lot of Nazons are being used pretty effectively. The position of the one back here was really nice from WitchDoctor, where he's just covering off the road, the reinforcements into here. But he had a hell of a time getting out this Vanatory de Garda in here. Perfect positioning from Hickco. There's one reason why you shouldn't put your units on automatic cover, otherwise they're usually, I guess the building was blown up, but they'd usually just jump into the building and then die, because they'll reveal themselves. And yeah, very even trades. Very even indeed. Great game by both players. And for the Romanian side, Pax BF109 getting some nice kills off. Yes, a BF109 G2, which is not the best version, killing off 2 of its counterparts, which are well better armoured machines, with great machine guns on them. 3 recon planes as well. Very worthy fighter. Other than that, what else was it that did work? The artillery did do a decent bit of work, it has to be said. Rosita, 2 Stugs, Nazon, and a flak, very nice. Cluster, 2 Stugs and a Nazon, very nice kills there too. This Takam taking out 2 Nazons. Nice. And for WitchDoctor, Flak 41, yeah, this is the one I expect to do a lot of work. Picked off a JU-87, Sniper, 2 Terrans. Another one, 2 Yagdi Panzers, oh, brutal. And a Takam and a Kalisari. Flak 41's doing some nice work there. SDKFZ's picking off the planes. Yeah, but I think it goes to the flat 41s in that game. Anyway, that is that. We'll be back with the second game at some point. I will give you a quick taster of what is to come. And it's gonna be on Ocean North. And we're gonna see Romanians against a Finnish division. So that's all I'm saying for the moment. Catch you then. Bye bye.